What is going on, guys? It is going to be your most favorite person in the whole world, Derek, coming back at you with another video. I am very excited to be showing you guys this video today. I have another editing vlog for you guys today, but it's going to be a little bit different from the previous ones that I have shown you guys. So most of the time, guys, when I edit my pictures, I am editing them to be looked at on either my phone or my computer, because most of the time, you know, when I'm sharing my pictures, it's either going on my portfolio or it's going, you know, just onto iMessage when I'm sending it around to people or on Instagram. I like to edit them so they look good digitally, but in today's video, I'm going to be editing these pictures to be going and to be put up in an art show. Printing versus looking at it digitally can have some differences, so I wanted to highlight some of those differences and highlight some of the different ways that I edit my picture for when it's printed out versus when I'm sharing it digitally. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to be hopping into Photoshop very soon. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you there. Alrighty guys, so here I am in Photoshop. As you can see, I have my picture all here that I am going to be editing and I'm going to print out at the end of this. As you can see, I really like this picture. It's a long exposure picture, so you can see these kind of beams of light going in at the bottom, kind of shooting across. That's obviously the car driving past. But because this was a long exposure picture, there are a couple things that I do want to fix and make look nicer before going out and printing it and putting it in the art show. Now, the first thing that I'm going to want to note is gonna be this street light right here. So because this was a long exposure photo, this light right here, obviously it changed from red to green, and in doing that, it created a little bit of corruption right here, and that obviously doesn't look real. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna paint over that, make it look a lot nicer. My second thing that I'm going to want to worry about here is this lens glare up here. Now, obviously, that's just the lights coming in from all of these cars and just the inside lights going into my camera directly, and that created a little bit of lens glare that I don't really want when I print out this picture. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint over that with the clone stamp tool and get rid of that. And then the third thing that I'm going to want to worry about is the lighting. So obviously this does look perfectly exposed, but when I'm printing out this picture, things do tend to print out a lot darker than what it seems to be when it's digitally. So I'm going to want to turn up this exposure just by about a click or two so that I don't lose anything when I print out the picture. And the third and final thing that I'm going to want to worry about is cropping, because obviously this is a full frame picture, and when I crop it, it's actually going to be an 11:16, so not all of this is going to be showing, so I'm going to make some decisions on where to crop out and where not to crop out at the end of this. So those are going to be the couple steps that I'm going to go in and do and show you, and hope you guys enjoy. So we're going to start out with this little green area down here. So basically the way I'm going to make this look good is I'm just going to paint over it. So as you can see with this kind of red light up here, it's all pretty much the same white / red color in the middle of it. So all I'm gonna have to do is take my eyedropper, I just click eye, and then I'm gonna select one of these green pixels in here. So now I have my color all loaded, just a type of green that will look good when I do paint over it in the middle of it. And then once I have my color selected, I'm just gonna take my brush tool, and I'm gonna go inside and I'm just gonna color this in. Alrighty guys, so I have now painted over this little green light right here, but obviously it does look fake. It's just all one color, it's just matte flat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here to the green, I'm gonna select that green once again so I have it all loaded, and I'm actually gonna come in and I'm gonna make this a lot brighter, almost to a pure white, but not just a pure white. We're gonna wanna leave some green in there. And we're gonna come in here, I'm gonna want a softer brush, so I'm going to want to turn the hardness down a lot, and I'm just going to go in here. So once I have my soft brush tool all selected, I'm going to want to create a new layer because I'm going to want to put this on top and turn the opacity a little bit down when after I paint this through, and then I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to paint on over it with this white. Now I am going to blur this at the end, so it's not going to matter too much of how it looks just right now. And bam, so now I have my whiteness in the middle of it, and I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna turn this layer opacity down just a little bit. Bam. Now I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna go to filter, blur, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of a Gaussian blur. That's too big, so I'm gonna move it down a little bit, and I'm gonna come in just until it looks pretty good. And that looks good right there. I'm gonna click OK. It's gonna create my blur, I can zoom out, and bam. Already looks 10 times better. there's no hole there anymore, and I just filled that in simply by just painting right over it. So I'm gonna do that just with this little yellow bit right there. Alrighty, so now that I have my little yellow bit all painted on in there, we're gonna move on to the next step. So the next step is gonna be me trying to figure out how to remove this lens glare right here. Alrighty guys, so it does look like once again we have just about run out of time in this video, so I am going to have to part 2 you. If you guys do want to check out part 2, make sure you like and subscribe and I will get that out to you. Make sure you like and subscribe.